Hello and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. This is episode 2. If you would like to watch episode 1, just look down in the comments. And the commentator for our last episode was Dominic, and now it's Jack, who was driving last. So here we load into a wonderful Euro Truck Simulator world as we carry on our journeys from where were we again, Dom? Kiev or something? Linz, that was it, not Kiev. From Linz. By the way, me and Dom are having the commentator competition, so put in the comments who do you think's better, me or Dom. So this is a mod that is Dom's favourite truck. It's called the Scania Stax Standard. It has a 6x4 chassis, a standard cabin, 360 horsepower, but don't worry, it goes quick. So Dom's just going to dive in and buy one of them and put it into our London. He's going to customise it, obviously. Then I think he's going to put it into our London, what's it called, London garage. As you see here, whacking the 730 horsepower engine on there, 730 horsepower. This kicks out a lot of kick. This is Dom's favourite truck, as I've said, and when you get in the interior, you can see it is a mod, so there is a bit of screening issues, and the back window's sort of not a window, which I've complained to Dom about many times, but he just ignores me. He's gonna put some beacons and light bars with lights on, I believe. And as I said last episode, we're gonna put horns on. So let's just let Dom do that. Dom's very picky with his horns. And likes everything symmetric. I think Dom's going to put a couple of lights on the front. The Lumen Chromes. Chromes, don't know. It's quite a American vehicle, as you can see. It resembles most of the American big rigs. Yeah, however, it is a concept truck. You won't see any of these roaming around. We're just putting the big rims on. Then why don't you go for the Goodyears? Alright. Purchase. And as you can see in that garage, that's got my prized and possession Scania, which I always drive around. Last episode we were in our Volvo. Dom, you gotta go on it, click the person. So we're gonna go for a medium distance job, as last time with the commentary. As last time we did run out of things to say, and that might have got a bit boring for you. And as we speak, we are rendering episode 1. So we will be having lots of recordings out, and we're gonna look for a job. Okay, let's take a look around the truck for a minute. As you can see, the concept of it is nicely interiored with the Scania interior. As you can see out here, it sort of looks like a racing pickup truck on steroids, super steroids. So yeah, let's get on with it. We're gonna go for a medium range job, as I've explained before, because of commentary issues. And our setup here is we've got a flat screen LG TV, which is I think 70-inch, which we've hooked up to my Acer Aspire touchscreen massive thing. With we have a 7.1 external sound card plugged into it. And I'll quickly ask Dom what he's thinking. Dom, are you going to go to a store thingy in the town? Yeah. So Dom's quite good at driving. He sometimes rages and manages to take multiples of cars out. He's also very good at parallel parking with the trailers. He can fit them into very tight gaps. What have we got then? Do you want to go for... Yeah, alright. So we're going to take some pressure tanks from Amsterdam to Swansea. I recently went camping there, so it should be fun. If there's any games or anything you want us to play, just whack them in the comments and we'll think about it. Or any suggestions of mods. And we will obviously put the download link for the Scania stats, whatever it's called, in the description. So yeah, off we go on our journey. So with our YouTube channel, we'll be uploading videos weekly, but if there isn't a video in one of the weeks, we'll definitely upload to the next. And as we get more popular and get more subscribers, we'll definitely make more time to make more videos. So please show your love to the channel by subscribing. There's a car in the way there. As I've said, Dom is driving and I am commentating. Some red lights here. I think Dom's gonna go do some special braking there. There's a lorry that's pulled out at the other end. This truck also has a built-in sat-nav on the right. Yep. As you can see there. And yeah, Dom will hopefully be navigating off the small sat-nav. But if we need to know the time and when we will be arriving. Yes. Alright. So I think we should be able to make it there without a sleep, as I think because I think we have a ferry journey, don't we? Yeah, and on Euro Truck Simulator 2, when you go on the ferry, you manage to find a bed on the ferry and sleep, so that should be fine. So we're just zooming along. We also have the no damage mod, as me and Dom are quite the extremes, and we also have the limiters taken off, as we have the need for speed, as many of you most probably have. So it will take us 16 hours 10 minutes just rapidly going down. But the ferry should knock off most of that time. So we came out of London and we're just on our way to Swanage. Turns out we didn't start in London, but you know, make mistakes. So we're just gonna zoom past Rotterdam, doing 73 miles an hour and climbing, or decreasing by the looks of things. Turning right to the Europort. We'll be crossing the channel to England. As I explained in episode 1, we have a massive amount of money, and we have a high level. Me and Dom hacked the money, but we've been playing the game for a long time, so all the XP came from normal jobs and parking. Obviously, have to park. As you can see in last episode, I struggled to park. You should go back and watch episode 1 if you haven't. So yeah, sit back and relax. Taking a right. Alright, here we arrive at the ferry, where we shall get a sleep on the ferry as we go across. Dom's just gonna park up in there. We got our pressure tanks on the back. I believe next episode we're going to drive to the top of England to a quarry up there and see if we can get anything from up there. Are we going to Harwich or Hull? Click both. Which one's? Don't know. Quickly go back and look at the where's Swanage or whatever. Swansea. Wait, that's where I just saw it. Look down, Dom. Like in Wales, because it's in Wales.
Harwich it is.
Which one's quicker than Harwich? Alright. So we just cross here. As you can see, we're not tired anymore, and we should be driving on the left of the road as we're now in England. There's a bit of lack of indication there. Skipping the red lights, no charge. Dom, what's your favourite part about the truck?
How stable it is.
Dom said how stable it is. As you can see, when we're on the motorway taking tight turns, it doesn't flip like the other episode when I flipped multiple times. And Dom, what's your favourite load?
Wide loads.
Wide loads is does that include diggers?
Yeah.
Yeah, diggers.
Heavy flatbed loads.
Yeah, heavy flatbed loads. So yeah, 7 hours to go. There seems to be some trees. Oh, on the wrong way, on the wrong side of the road. It's what you're normally shouting at old people, isn't it, Dom? Yeah. So a water tower on the right with a bulldozer ready to take out an old dick who comes by. So, coming up to the crossroads up here. It's not really, it's either a bridge. Yeah, it's most probably a bridge. No, my luck. Cross motorway thingies. So, we'll take a left there. As you can see, our nice orange truck. And, we will be painting this at the next city. And if any of you are interested, we wouldn't mind somebody making our paint mod for our truck, for this specific truck. And we'll give a shout out to your channel every time we have a Euro Truck Simulator. And we're also looking for a partnership from any companies who are looking for more YouTubers, as we will be uploading regularly. We have a whole series of Euro Truck Simulator 2s recorded, so we should be uploading one of them every once in a while, every week. And yeah, looks like there's some fuel up here. We're not really running low though, so we should be fine. Are we coming off? As you can see, we're having a bit of fun going through the petrol stations on our route. Yeah, makes life a bit more interesting for all of us. And put in the comments what you would want your name to be if you're a truck driver. Like, would you want to be Dave, Sheila? Like, what would you want to be? Or Nancy? Nancy, that's hilarious. Okay, we just got down from the 6-hour mark. Seems like Dom's doing some very intricate middle laning. Not that there is a middle lane, obviously. Dom's making his own. I'd quite like to see some motorcycles in Euro Truck Simulator 2, because I'm getting a bit bored of cars. And in the new patch they put buses in, but they're not really that exciting. It'd be fun to see motorcycles and speeding cars. Yeah, and maybe some police cars. But I think they should also add speeding cars, so that some of the public cars speed. Yeah, and the lorries that are not you, like the game lorries, the computer lorries in a way, actually drop off. Because at the moment they just drive around town in circles until you leave, and then they just disappear. Yeah, and we're gonna have a special episode somewhere, which will be we're gonna pick a car and stalk it. We're gonna stalk a lorry, sorry, not a car. A lorry, and see where it goes. And later on we'll also be doing a trek adventure all the way around the outskirts of the whole of the map of whole of Eurosport. Not Eurosport, Euro Truck Simulator. It looks like Dom's trying all the views. We're accelerating rapidly. Dodging cars there, cut one up. So Range Rover there. The odd thing I find about this lorry is that the wing mirror has like a black blob that just goes on the windscreen. Also, one other thing I like about the truck is that the whole windscreen curves around the driver. It wraps around, sorry. Which means you can see all the way around and see the cars that you've hit as you go along. Also, because Dom's mic's broken at the moment, we're switching between commentaries, but in the future we will be both talking at the same time, so that you can get the perspective of both of us. And we'll also be using a steering wheel, the Logitech G27, which has a H shifter, so we'll be driving along. Looks like there's quite a queue there at the petrol station. Oh, took him out. Dom's going first person. We have 4 hours remaining until we reach our destination. It seems like it's motorway from now on. Bit of curb edge. As Dom said earlier, the truck is very stable. As you would have seen last episode, I was up on 2 wheels most of the time when I was going around corners at speed. The only downside about this truck is that it's rather slow acceleration to get up to 100, but the middle sort of numbers from about 30 to 80, it's quite quick accelerating up to there. But I suppose that that's on the gearbox with its drives. Yeah, the truck's coping very well, going 90 round corners. It's not showing any signs of wheel squeak or movement with the cab. There's another Range Rover. Decided to hit him. And as we said in last episode, we will also be playing Game Dev Tycoon later on in after the Euro Truck Simulator series. So feel free to subscribe until then videos come out. There's a Ford. We now have 2 hours 40 minutes. We're racing down England, up England even. Gonna go flying over this bridge by the looks of things. Oh, we got... Oh! Signpost!
Didn't expect cars to be there.
No. Dom just said he wasn't expecting cars down there, as that is his road and nobody should use it. I think we need to follow the signs to Cardiff. As Swansea is right next to Cardiff in Euro Truck Simulator. It seems like we're going to join back onto this dual carriageway. It's now turned into a motorway. Then we're going to pull straight off. Let's see if we can make this corner at 50. As you can see, we're struggling here a bit. That's the first time this journey we've been up on two wheels. But it seems like we've had an excellent exit. And we're just zooming past everybody.
Now we're on the M4.
So we're on the M4 heading up to Cardiff. I don't know who would be needing pressure tanks in Swansea, but might be some guy with an air compressor who needs some. Dom's decided to hide behind this truck for the speed cameras, but he's pulled away.
Power! I didn't get done by the speed cameras.
No.
Bridge.
So the 7 bridge here. This is quite a iconic bridge in England. Let's just see where we are.
Yeah, crossing the 7 bridge.
So we'll just go past Cardiff and then arrive in our at our destination in Swansea. So as we said, we're going to quickly pop into Cardiff to paint the truck. As I think Dom's getting a bit bored of the orange. Just counting the roads there. Nearly hit him with the pressure tanks. Now we're going to swerve left to right to see if we have any wheel movement, which seems very minimal with no wheels coming off the ground. It's a very sturdy machine. As it is a concept, I suppose it's rather strong. And I think it would be quite nice if Euro Truck Simulator 2 did a map update and put in most of the back roads. And in Big Ben put, in London put Big Ben and Houses of Parliament. And actually make the cities into cities. Not just small industrial estates with a couple of really bad trailer with really bad companies. We need to try and stay in the middle lane, as it says Swansea. But I've just remembered we're going to get some paint, which should be quite interesting. Dom is still not over the speed limit, surprisingly. Cardiff's left Dom. Oh no, straight ahead. Oh, seems
Hey,
like
Carla.
we've had a collision with the lights there. That's Dom's first collision. Collision with an object. Seems like we're hitting the barrier on the opposite side. We've now discovered Cardiff, with the speed and the fence to come with it. That would be nice to put up on a shelf. We're going in the left lane as the traffic pulls up. I believe Dom is going to cut the car up. Seems like the lorry is going the same way as Dominic. I don't think he will respect that. No, as he soon cuts him up. In his Magnum Excellence, the normal driver's choice. We drive around in our concept. I don't know if the truck company will mind us quickly getting a bit of paint. As you can see, we have an option if you scroll down. That looks quite cool with the truck. We just bought that and we should be back on our way. On our way to Swansea. Dummy, you're gonna go left and find out what the question mark is. No. We'll do that one with free roaming. And we're also thinking of doing a live stream. Speed and offence, most probably the 7,000th one. If you're wondering why we decided to get new paint, it's because Dom didn't respect the orange. And I think we might be caught on the barrier. No, we just clopped back down. Should take us an hour game time. Dom does not respect traffic lights, as I've said before. Liverpool way up to Swansea. If there are any Swanseans out there, don't take this offensively, but I've heard that Swansea's quite a rough place. And I take no responsibility for Dom's actions in the truck today. taking down speed signs. I don't think the council will be very happy with him. He's just raging with some pressure tanks which could explode on the back of his truck.
They're not pressure.
Looks like there's some dockyards on the right. I just saw some of them big cranes. And seems like we're coming into Swansea now. I can see the arrow at the very top of the sand as we speed into Swansea. We're now coming into Swansea, where Dom will park our trailer up. Better than I did last episode. Swansea is now discovered. As we pull in here to the main thingy. So we're arriving now, pulling in to Pooh's Pod or Pea's Pod, or no idea how you pronounce that. Pooh's Speed, I can't really see it. Proceed. So this looks quite familiar to the one that I had to park in last time. It looks exactly the same, literally. So I think Dom's gonna go into a better view for this. As he just pulls it straight in there. No effort needed. It's in. So let's look at our stats here. We made 34,000 and got 1,000 odd XP. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next episode.